Hello? There we go. Now it's doing something. Okay. So I think it's working now. And so maybe we'll have something. I don't know. I got to turn the speakers on. I think my daughter probably don't have her speakers on. Now we have voice. Oh my god. I can't believe I figured this out. I haven't figured it out yet. I've just like hooked up to every damn thing in the house. Every computer, every laptop, every all of it, and it don't look like the speakers are working, so I probably won't be able to hear. I've never had so much trouble in my life. I'm such a tech genius. This is why I drive a truck for a living right here, because this shit is ridiculous. I don't understand why these things are not coming on. I don't know if I have any headphones. See, I'm on my daughter's, and I've got Okay, let me see if I can add you on here.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh yes.
Hey,
Can
I've
you?
been
Is it
trying to.
echoing?
Yeah, I can hear you, Robin. Your audio's a little
Is it
funky.
echoing now?
No.
Yeah, I know.
Robin, did you get my phone number?
No,
Well, if you ever have tech
I've
issues,
been.
you can call me up and I'll help you out, all right?
Yeah, let me see if I can find some headphones to put on. Um, I've had a hell of a time. I don't know what's going on. Nothing like I had no volume on or no sound on none of my devices. It was so weird.
Well, let me
Uh,
ask you something. Could you at least hear YouTube videos?
I could hear you. I could hear YouTube videos. I could hear like Missing Maud stream, but I
All
couldn't.
right.
Once I opened my own, I couldn't do shit.
Well, there's a thing with the browser because this thing goes through the browser. You sometimes have to check your settings and make sure your mic's enabled. And sometimes the browser disables it whenever you switch over really quickly. You have to go to the top right hand corner of your browser, click the three dots, go into settings, and then make sure your microphone is enabled through the browser. Do you understand? You still alive? You didn't vanish on me, did you?
Oh, I was trying to mute this thing and see if I could still hear you. Um,
Oh,
so keep talking. I was gonna see if I could figure out what.
all right. I was saying, what browser do you use, by the way?
What do you mean? I usually use I don't know whatever it is. I don't know Google.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Well, there's Google
I'm
Chrome and
tech.
Firefox. And if you use Google
I don't think I
Chrome,
have Chrome or Firefox.
oh,
I'm not very literate on this kind of stuff.
well, like I said, if you start having problems again, you can call me on the phone and I'll talk you through some of the stuff. All right.
Yes. I was trying to find. I know I can like the audio. Let's see. I know I can like um put on background noise and echo. Um, okay. Now, is
Do you
that
see
any
the drop?
better? Is that or is like,
You've been coming through just
huh?
fine. You're coming through just fine, Robin.
Yeah, I know, but I'm using those speakers. Are they echoing back?
No, I don't hear any kind of echo.
Okay, I've got them
You,
turned down real low,
you
but I
might
put on that
echo with
echo.
other Robin, you
But
might
that's the
echo with other people because they don't know how to turn off their echo thing, but you're coming through fine and so am I. You may get somebody that
All right,
comes
good.
in here that doesn't have their speakers set up properly where you hear them echoing. So that's not your fault, though. That's them.
Yeah, not my fault. I agree with you. Not my fault. If anybody has watched me, they realize that I am not tech savvy, and none of this shit is my fault.
Right. It's just really a matter, Robin, of going into your browser settings and making sure your mic's enabled. Sometimes StreamYards will ask you if you want to allow your mic and webcam. And if it doesn't do that to allow you to click yes, you have to go in manually and turn it on. Usually it stays for a long time, though. Did you get a new computer?
No, my laptop's messed up. I'm on my daughter's computer right now, which when she comes home, she'll all fit probably. But my laptop won't work at all, and I don't know what's going on. I like my phone's not even working. I had all the and see, I had all my mics turned on and everything in StreamYard and everything. It just I had nothing.
Yeah, but this is the first time using
I was about
your
ready to
daughter's
just.
lab. This is the first time using your daughter's
It's
laptop?
it's not a laptop. It's a gaming computer.
Oh. All right. Well, it might have she might have had it enabled for video games, and then you just have to set it to being able to work with StreamYards or in your browser. It's that simple.
Yeah, I had to go downstairs and get my mic and bring up here and plug in because don't have a camera or a mic on it. And
Right.
but she has both speakers. I bought her when I bought this stereo. I mean, when I bought this computer, I bought Bose speakers for it.
Well, Robin, I
So it
posted
has
my phone number in private chat. If you ever have trouble and you need help, you
Oh,
can call me on that. All right.
okay. Yeah. Thanks. I was trying to get you in there to help me, but I couldn't figure out how to get you. I mean, it wouldn't bring you in. It was like just kept circling, like what I'm talking buffering.
Yeah, I couldn't find your camera.
So hey, I was gonna tell you something. I had
You was.
somebody that messaged me. Yeah, I had somebody that messaged me 2 times. Once
Hmm.
in my comment section, and then I saw them. They were messaging me. I need to call you about that because it's about you, and it's kind of probably ain't something I want to talk about on air. But it's kind of I don't know. They're kind of like trying to get me to um, nose up in your business big time,
No.
and I don't understand why.
Well, it's simple. I've been on YouTube and the internet for almost 20 years. I've got people who are fans, I've got friends, and then I've also got my haters and people who don't enjoy my content. So you probably have somebody who's doing the whole 5-year-old routine. Oh, you shouldn't talk to Brad. He's a bad guy. He sacrifices kittens and little turtles and cauldrons and shit. I mean, it never ends. Hey, big bad mama. Got tired of the loving in that room, huh?
Hi, Brad. Hi, Robin.
Hey, I can finally hear you, BBM.
Good, good. Glad you finally guys got it worked out. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell Miss Maud. Is Miss Maud still on?
She's going for a couple more minutes, and then she's going to probably hop
Okay.
over, I think.
She was mad, I could tell.
I forget what the word is. Either it's a sadist or a masochist. I think our buddy Missing Mod is one of the two. Which one do you think it is?
A masochist is where
Sadomasochist.
you want pain on yourself, and a sadist is where you want pain on other people, or inflict pain on other people. So, if anything, she would be, a masochist.
She likes to take the stuff onto herself. Oof, that's rough. Goodness gracious.
Well, she gets interesting discussions on her show.
Yeah, but here's what she's too nice. She don't put her foot down. Like what was going on a while ago when I was listening, and why I told her I was going to stream is because I could tell she was aggravated.
Right.
I mean, if it's your show, you're the bitch in charge.
Right, you can talk about whatever you want, and if you don't want to talk about the topic, you can stop it just right away, you know.
That's right. You got mute. You can mute people. You know what I mean? Or you can kick them out. Or
She
you know what I
doesn't do
mean?
that though, and then she gets more and more aggravated, and but as you said, she has that power anytime.
Nah.
Well,
I mean, part of
she needs to just allow you, Big Bad Mama, and Robin, and there's a couple others she has on there that are pretty cool, but some of them just want to use it to gossip and do drama all damn day. She just needs to say, fuck out of here. I don't see what the problem is. You're right. She's
What
too
good is
nice.
power if you don't use it?
That's right.
You got to use your power.
That's
Hey,
right.
ratio and speed.
So,
Nah,
Robin,
see, I think
if
that's all.
somebody,
Dave, maybe.
Robin, I'm pretty much an open book. If people are coming to you and they're saying Brett's a big bad wolf who will eat little Robin Hood or something, go ahead and tell me about it. It ain't gonna offend me or anything.
No, nothing like that. No. Little Robin Hood. Yes, I'm innocent little child. I'm older than you anyway. But no, well, I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it on here. I shouldn't have brought it up, but I need to talk to you about it because it's something about your channel and they've like tried to get me to. They were trying to tell me something about you and your channel, and I said, just tell me why should I give a shit? You know what I mean?
Well, I'd like to know what's going on with my channel. If somebody
I
knows something
will.
I
I'm
don't
going to
know,
tell
tell me
you, but I
about it.
just don't want to say it all aloud here.
All right, that's fair enough.
I'll let you see what it said. It's on my.
right.
It's in my
you don't want
comment section of one of my videos.
You don't want to talk about it here if it's something that you have a question for Brett to see if something's true or not or what have you.
Yeah, well, it's something that somebody's been. It's in the comment section of one of my videos. They brought up something about Brett, and then I was like, "Why the heck are you? Why would I care? What I mean, this ain't my business. I don't." But it was about his channel.
Well,
And
you can just spit it out. You don't have to hold back. I'm not gonna like go, "Oh, you're so mean to me" or something. Just
no, I
what's
didn't
the?
think that. I just didn't want to get you in trouble.
You can't get me
Or
in
nothing.
trouble.
I mean, not get you in trouble, but I didn't want to start a bunch of gossip about it.
Oh,
Let me
I
see if
got
can
plenty of
find it.
gossip as it is. You might as well. You're leaving it up to imaginations of people now. Big Bad Mom's gonna be like, "What is it now?"
I'm looking. I'm looking.
All right.
I gotta find where it is.
Oh boy.
I mean, I haven't always agreed with the shows Brett has done, but it's not. I'm not going to. There's a deeper humanity that we all share that we need to honor with each other, and I have things that people don't like about my channel, but yet we're able to interact. I mean, Sea Science probably hates my channel, but I get along with him.
Yeah. I do feel as though there is a moral conundrum between all cosmic family members for sure, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Robin, you got that
I
comment for me? You can
I'm
just
looking for
give
it.
me
I'm
your
looking for
interpretation. You don't have to read it
I'm
directly
looking
out to
for
say,
it.
Brett, somebody said you were an asshole, and I'll be like, okay, get in line, Oh boy.
Well,
I mean, I've been told I'm going to hell practically 3 times a week, and how much worse can it get than that?
I don't what people tell you 3 times a week you're going to hell. I've told you that I'm an annihilationist, right, Big Bad Mama?
Okay. So can you explain that a little bit more? That's interesting.
It's pretty much the same view that atheists already have about their position anyway, whenever it comes to death. I simply believe someone's soul is completely wiped from existence. I don't believe that you're going to get dropped into some Dante's Inferno where demons are going to take turns making love to you or anything like that for all eternity. It's pretty much the end of the soul, end of existence, and so
no heaven either.
No heaven, no hell, just absolute non-existence. That's if the person doesn't, I guess, meet the qualifications. But I'm under the belief that there are some non-believers out there, whether they accept Jesus Christ or not, I believe they still have a chance to be able to go to a positive place with God. I believe that. It's not something you're probably going to hear from Kent or some of the other gentlemen and ladies out there, but I have that view. I think a person who's non-believer can actually be a morally good person and be accepted by God.
Yeah, I would like to think it's based. Oh, go ahead, Robin.
I'm not finding it. They must have deleted it.
Huh.
Well,
was
good.
it about the channel? Was it about my handsome looks? I mean, you got me all, frothing at the
it was
corners
about
of my lips.
your channel. It was, they were saying something about that you had something about the way you were getting subs or something, and because you posted that thing that said I've got 1,200 subs or whatever now, and I didn't have any for a while, and
well, I had 750. I had 750, and it's been locked that way for almost a year now. Big Bad Mama's been probably looking back and forth on my channel for a while and probably noticed there was no growth happening there. You might have. Well, for me, I asked the same question. What the hell's going on? I suddenly started having some people with religious symbols in their avatars telling me, hey, Brett, don't leave, don't go, everything will be fine. And then suddenly I jumped up. But then when I went to these people's YouTube channels who were leaving comments, they didn't have any videos. So how the hell is someone with 0 subscribers going to tell me they're going to help me out? You see the logic there? If you don't have shit, how are you going to help me out, right? And then I started thinking about the AI that YouTube uses. So I started believing that that's what locked me out. Perhaps because of cussing, could also be because sometimes I play cover tunes and maybe the AI didn't like that on my show. There's several reasons it could be, I suppose.
So there's some sort of YouTube purgatory that we can go into, and then like if they finally think that your channel's okay, then every subscription that you've got during that time period all of a sudden appears at once.
Well, that's the problem too, Big Bad Mama, that I said in the video. It says a lot of these people have put their channels on private that are subscribed to me. I can literally only see 115 people, their little avatars, and the other people, I can't see them at all. I just see the big number that says you've got 102.10 subscribers. I don't know why. I don't know how that happened. I assume because one thing I do hear a pattern of is that there's some non-believers who are running an old podcast who used to not like me, have been sending people in my direction. So that could be it as well. It could just be a bunch of people waiting for me to blow up or something, and not in a nice way. Like a universe.
Expand. I expand. I do that all the time.
Well, I can do plenty of expanding on my own. I don't need any help.
So Brett, Annihilationist, do you think that you live on in the people that you influenced during your lifetime?
I'm listening.
Yeah, so anybody you came across, and either they had you had an interaction together, even on YouTube or just in person, and they took away something that maybe you said that changed them or something like that. Do you believe that that's could be considered part of your soul, as it were?
I don't know. I mean, I've had people on the internet say that some of the things I've said and done has influenced them, and they claim that it was for the positive. But a majority of the people I talk to on the internet, I don't know a lot of them in real life. as far as I know, somebody might say, "Oh, Brett, your videos really changed my life," but then they could be like Norman Bates and stuff, having corpses and shit in their basement. I don't know. I
I mean,
appreciate
mostly
the nice
people in
words.
your life, mostly people that are in your actual, you know, I won't call it real life because this is real life too, but in your vicinity, people that you've met, your family, your friends,
Personal
Oh,
life.
personal life. That's
my
a good way to put
personal
it.
life's actually
I'm sorry.
my Robin, my personal life's pretty limited. I've got my kids, I got my wife and all that. I got a brother and sister who kind of live nearby, but don't really have any family members. Most of my family have either died or they live too far away. So that's pretty much how it is.
Yeah.
I live so deep in the forest, Big Bad Mama, and I've said this, that Jason Voorhees would get lost.
I went through your
I've heard
neck
you
of the
talk
woods
about your family.
when I went to see the eclipse, Brett.
You went to check out the eclipse and you came to this neck of the woods?
I did, yeah.
What do you think? Did you get to see all the trees and smell the
Yeah,
dog cow poop and all that?
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, I went down from near St. Louis, St. Charles County, down to Cape Girardeau, and then went into Illinois, the hills of southern Illinois.
Well, there you go.
Pretty.
Yeah, it is beautiful, but it's like way, it's away from people and all that kind of stuff. Unless we go to like a store, we don't even know nobody actually exists around here. Might as well be living in the end days as it is. Hey, Miss and Mod.
Hi, Mod.
Hey. Hello. How is everyone?
You wrapped it all up, huh?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Miss and
good.
Mod,
we
we
can
were
hear you.
just
Can you hear
saying
me?
whenever she finally got her tech working that we feel bad that you let people in to take over your chat like that. You're a wonderful person. You need to put your foot down or at least have Robin in there to bounce people.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm pretty much she's on their
Miss
side.
Yes. You're supposed to
She
be.
is.
No, I was not on their side. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay.
I can hear both of you. I can hear Big Bad
No,
Mama.
you needed to put your foot down on them. I told Big Bad Mama and Brett, I said if I was I'd be the bitch in charge of my channel.
Yeah, that's what I usually try to do, but it's usually chill. But yeah,
you can always just mute them.
I don't know.
I would love that mute. I want to say hi to Hooligan. Hello, Justin. Hello, and I seen somebody else. Oh, Al. Hey, Al. And I think that's all the new people. Speed. How does Robin like to celebrate her birthday? I'm guessing with strip clubs, cigars, and whiskey. No whiskey. No whiskey. I drank tequila or vodka. No whiskey.
Tequila is rough, boy. I tell you what.
Yeah, I like tequila.
Yeah, strip clubs and cigars, that ain't too bad, but I ain't gonna do no whiskey.
Yeah. I'll go to watch just to make sure you're safe. To the strip clubs, I mean.
Yes.
But you'll cover your eyes.
Male ones, right?
She'll cover my eyes.
No, she'll cover her own eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like my thumbnail from yesterday with the glasses.
Yeah. We'd be in trouble, wouldn't we? We was out hitting strip clubs.
You know it. I can't wait. Oh wait, are we really going?
Well, I mean, we don't like. There's some strip clubs around here. I mean, there's the closest one wasn't much to select from. Wasn't exactly the best, working girls that I've seen.
What?
Wait,
I kind of probably would have had to. They would have let me work there, and so that's don't say much for it.
Did you say they let you work there, Robin?
I said they would let me. They would let me. I never tried. I can't dance, first of all, so I'm definitely not going to try to dance and take my clothes off at the same time.
Well,
That
Robin,
would turn
to
into
be fair, I don't think that most men actually go to these things because they want to see some dirty dancing. They just want to see the naked woman, I'm thinking.
Yeah, they don't care about the
Well,
dancing. I mean, let's face it.
I might break them of that.
Oh,
No, I'm not. I just can't do that. I don't know. I'm a truck driver. I'm too. I don't know. I'm just too much like the way I am to ever. I don't have nothing against it though. I don't judge against girls. I've had some really good friends that were dancers, and I used to hang out. I used to go through Franklin, Tennessee, all the time, and there was a strip club like right there off the interstate, and you could park there. They had truck parking. And so that, when you drive a truck, it's hard to find a place where you can just get off and park and you know what I mean, and just hang out. And they had pool tables there. And so I would stop there and shoot pool. And they only had one bathroom though. All the women had to use the strippers, restroom. So I was in there with the strippers a lot, and they were like, "We were watching you up there beat that guy in pool a while ago." And so I became pretty good friends with them, actually. They loved for me to beat them guys in pool. The thing about beating men in pool, though, is usually you don't get to do it but once, and then they don't play no more. So.
oh, poor things.
That's rough.
They do.
You got no
I swear.
hustle game, huh?
I used to.
You gotta make them feel like they got a chance. You gotta make them feel like they got a chance, Robin. You can't.
No, you don't have to make them feel like they got a chance. And the thing about it is like me and my friend Terry, we went into a old redneck bar down the road here from the house, one night, and come in there, and we were back there playing by ourselves. We were just shooting by ourselves. And here comes two guys. It's like a redneck town. They come back there and they want to play for money. And then we were like, we're not shooting for money. Oh, yeah. They just kept on aggravating the piss out of us. Well, I beat one of them, and then she beat him. Then I beat him, and then she beat him. And I thought we were going to have to fight our way out of there. And I remember Terry was an old redneck girl. I remember she turned her pool stick upside down. And I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm going to take that one right there, and you get that other one." I said, "Let's think about this for a minute." I said, "We're the only two women in this fucking lousy ass bar, and we're getting ready to fight our way out of it. That don't make no sense to me."
Do you ever just lose a couple games and then get the ante, the money up, so then you beat them after that? You just lose on purpose a couple games.
No, I'm not that good, Big Bad Mama.
Okay.
If I'm hot, I beat them. Just, you know what I mean? I beat them. I just wanted them to go away is what I wanted them to do. And I didn't want to have to fight to get out of there. It was funny.
No.
And Terry, I would have I told Terry though, I said, if you'd hit that first one, I was going to hit that other one. I said, because I'd rather fought him than you. They know shit.
Were they women or were they dudes?
They were guys. Two of them were. Terry was a girl.
Oh my God.
I was with a woman, Terry, but she was a badass. She's gone now. I'm sorry to say, but she was a badass. I mean, she was real pretty, tall, blonde headed, but she was mean. Oh my God, she was so mean. Hey, Al, especially with women. How many men do you know that go into a bar and pick a fight with women? The only two women in there. And we were probably, I ain't bragging or nothing because this was a pretty little slinky place, but we were probably two of the best looking women in there for about a month. And yeah, we were getting ready to fight our way out of there with two of the wormiest looking things you ever seen in your life.
I've seen a lot of women cause fights between men.
Oh yeah, I have too. I wasn't causing
That's
a fight.
Very common. That's a very common bar fight.
The guys and the girls.
The guys don't actually want to fight with each other, but
we saved his reputation. He'd have been really bad. They'd never got over getting whooped by two girls. We'd had to fought every time we went back there.
Yeah, men need to be more secure with themselves and just say what they're truly feeling in order to get themselves out of those fights, Big Bad Mama. Yeah, say, look, I'm not interested in your hood rat. Just leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some guys are secure, some guys are not. Some are constantly looking for you to validate them, their manlyhood.
I haven't been in a fight
plans
since
for
the
your
7th grade.
Oh, sorry. What's your plans for your birthday, Robin?
I go to bike night. I don't know. We've had so much raining and storming and stuff here. I don't know if we're gonna go. A friend of mine, he goes to a bike night about 30 miles down the road to a little town. He goes every Thursday, and I told him I might ride with him. But if it's gonna be storming and stuff, I don't guess I will. We had all kinds of flooding here. Our water's off. His electric was off a while ago. I spent the night in the Milk Bay down at Murfreesboro, just sitting out, like, because it looked like it was just, the wind was just blowing so hard and stuff. And it was real dark and raining, and I couldn't see the lines on the road hardly anyway. And then there was tree limbs all up and down the road there. And when I'm empty, I don't weigh much. Like, I've got a day cab, and those milk tankers are light. So when it's empty, the wind can whip me around a lot too. So
Well, that's
I
good
just
you
sit in
played
the
it
bay.
safe.
Bike night, Hooligan. A Harley night. Bike night. Not bike night.
Did you hear Brett singing to you earlier?
Bike night. Hmm?
Did you hear Brett singing to you
What?
earlier?
I did.
Well, I was thinking
yes,
when
I
you were
did.
having audio issues, I was hoping instead of just blabbing incoherently, I decided to sing for you.
You have pretty good voice,
I was
Brett.
trying to figure it out.
Big Bad Mama, did you say I have a good voice? I've been told it sounds like cats making love to each other in the alleyway.
Well, do the beginning of Strangers in the Night. I thought that was pretty good.
All right.
Strangers
Strangers
in
in the night, exchanging glances.
I got to work tomorrow, Brett. I may be able to come in on my phone, but I hate doing that. I like to do it when I can sit down on the computer. You take your light back. You hooligan, why? I took my light back, he said. You know where you can stick that light, right?
Ooh.
Hey, he's from Canada. He's too nice to take his light back.
I know a couple. Well, I know one mean guy in Canada.
But he must be the only one.
That's definitely a possibility.
Because in generally they're a whole lot nicer. Like they're like, yeah,
Just nice guys.
polite. They're polite and stuff.
Hayden's
I resemble that
secretly just
remark. He said. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Justin. You resemble it. And then Yahoo. Let's see, is Al still out there? Al.
Al's from Canada, right?
Yes, Al's from Canada too.
Oh, and
And there's
Yahooligan
Father
is too?
Charles.
Yahooligan is from Canada too.
Yes, Justin's
cool.
from Canada. And Ryan, do you remember Ryan the mod? Ryan's from Canada too.
Oh yeah, Ryan. I was his first super chat ever.
Yeah. But yeah, Yahooligan is he designs games and like teaches game design or something. Is that about right? I think that's the one that plays with Mark Reed on the on their gaming channel.
Right.
Yeah,
What's that guy?
that's Yahooligan. Yeah,
He's very nice.
you didn't know that?
Yeah, I know. I was just messing around. Yeah, I did.
No.
So,
Yeah, I did.
Big
I
Bad
danced in
Mama,
him.
was that the first time you'd heard of the concept of annihilationism? Because you were like,
No, because I think that's probably it sounded like a common atheist belief. I mean, I would agree that the soul doesn't outlive biological death.
Well, I still just real quick, because I don't want to like take over Robin or MM's thing and stuff like that, but I still believe there's a soul that goes on, providing it doesn't hit the negative thing where it ends up getting obliterated or annihilated.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So there's still the soul concept. There are some non-believers I've met who actually do believe they have souls, though they just don't believe in the God part of it.
I believe in James Brown's soul. And
you do. I feel like the soul of
and
music
the soles of my feet
went away in the 2000s. Do you feel that way, Robin?
Do what?
Do you feel like music has lost? Do you feel like music has lost its soul nowadays, though?
Yeah, probably. I don't listen to new music, so I don't know. I don't really give much of a chance. I mean, I just don't. Like my sister, she's like that. She has a different kind of channel, and mine stays on like classic rock, or you know what I mean, or the 70s, or Willie's Roadhouse. I kind of flop back and forth between one string to the other.
Those are good. Those are all good.
Yeah, and then like Hair Nation or something like that. But my sister has always listened to like, you know, pop or whatever was kind of, you know what I mean? So I don't even know where those channels are. I don't even know what genre of music that actually is. But she's always kind of like, I'm sure she knows all the Taylor Swift songs, and which I like Taylor Swift. Don't get me wrong. I like her. And there's Al, but I couldn't tell you any music she sings. Hello, Al.
I just think.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi,
Taylor Swift. She's kind of formulated though, but I think that we're not going to be hearing anything like Led Zeppelin anymore, or something like Pink Floyd, and that's what makes me sad.
I think you have to search more for good music nowadays, because it's buried more. And the stuff that's, when we were kids, Brett, they played Led Zeppelin on the radio, and so we heard the really good bands. They were out there, they were number one. But I think the good music nowadays you actually have to delve into, because now the stuff that's popular is the pure pop stuff like Taylor Swift and whatever. But I think the good music is still out there. Maybe not
like Nickelback. I liked Nickelback, and everybody all of a sudden started hating them, and I never did know why.
I just don't like the lead singer of Nickelback. I think he's kind of a scummy guy, but their songs don't bother me.
Scummy. I mean, I don't know nothing about him. I never did even learn nothing about none of the band. But it's like everybody all of a sudden started hating them.
Yeah, it became kind of like hip not to hate Nickelback, and it's like people probably didn't even hear them, you know, and they just used that as an example.
I think there were some people in movies who said some mean stuff about them, and suddenly that picked up. Because I remember Nickelback was really popular, but then I was watching a movie where some guy said, F Nickelback, their pieces of trash. The next thing I know, everybody hates it and stuff. I guess it depends. Those memes will kill you.
Well, humans are fickle. And right now in America, it's fickle. One day you're hot, one day you're hated by everybody.
Damn straight. That's the way it's always been. We hear about it right away now.
But I like to hear Al sing.
Yeah, nobody likes hearing me sing, but I'll sing you happy birthday if I need to. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I just got back to the yard and I'm dropping a float here, and I heard it was your birthday. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, Al. I'm so glad you came by.
And there's been a lot of interesting conversations this afternoon.
Yes.
And I've mostly been listening.
Well, I haven't been able to say nothing or hear nothing, so I finally got all that working.
Okay. Yeah, I heard you had some audio stuff going wrong there. That's no good.
Oh, I don't know what was going on. I think the I think somebody's gremlins have gotten a hold of my.
Somebody threw some gremlins in your
Yeah.
what do you call
I
it?
would-
In your
yeah, I
your
blame it
phone,
on
in your
gnomes.
computer? Yeah. Oh, it
I don't
happened.
know. It was on my computer. I had to
In the computer.
break into my daughter's room and get on hers.
Well, I was thinking about
Bubblegum sent them.
Yes, bubblegum. Probably sick to mommy. His gnomes.
Oh, is that what
I
happened?
still got my socks though. Yeah, but I still got my socks.
Robin, I was thinking about you earlier when I went to go pick up a hoe from a milk shop there, a dairy farm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they said you can bring the float in and turn around where the milk truck turns. There should be plenty of room. And I said, well, this thing's a lot longer than a milk truck, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, it is. I mean, even our longest trailer is not 40 foot. Like they're just like those big transport trailers.
Tankers.
They're only 40
tankers
foot.
are
And they're
for
the
hauling
longest
weight,
ones we've got.
Not volume, right? There's not a lot of light material you can haul in a tanker.
Now, milk weighs 8.6 pounds per gallon.
Yeah. See, I didn't even move a heavy hoe today. A couple of 35 tonners, I think.
Like the trailer I pull now carries 7,500 gallons, but I've pulled one bigger than that. But so that's like 65,000 pounds of milk.
Yeah, so
and my truck weighs like
30.
My truck and trailer empty, like with a half of tank of fuel, weigh around 31,000. So
yeah, that's not much, right? That's like I think for me it's probably, well, I know the rig I'm on now is over 60 empty.
Yeah. See, I got a day cab is all I got. And then those milk tankers are pretty light. They got aluminum like frames and stainless,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
No,
and
there's
then
aluminum and stainless tankers, yeah. But they're thin walls and yeah, I know.
Yeah, the outside, what you see on the outside,
outside,
what you see on the outside is just a skin. There's actually a tank inside there.
Inside that, yeah.
And then there's insulation around it, and then that skin. Mine's a little heavier than those transport trailers because mine has a pump and stuff in it, you know,
well, yeah.
that where they don't.
Yeah, a lot of milk trucks here run 4 or 5 legs, but I don't know what you do there. In the U.S., there's a lot of crazy rules about how much.
Now we're not allowed in Tennessee and Kentucky. I mean, we're not allowed no extra axles in Tennessee and Kentucky. But now I went to Michigan up there, and I remember I called my boss and I told him, I said, I feel so insignificant with only 18 wheels, because everybody had like 30 some wheels on just the trailer or something like that. It was just blowed my mind. I told him, I said, I feel so insignificant with only 18 wheels.
They have these trash trailers down there.
It'll take you forever.
I think they got like 9 axles.
God, yeah, that's something like that. Lift axles and everything.
I only got 4 on my. On my tractor, and 4 on the float. But our biggest one has. Go ahead.
I have to be able to turn. You know what I mean? Like on some of these roads we pick up milk are real tiny.
Oh yeah, you have to do trains if you were gonna haul extra, right? But yeah, these farm roads like that.
I haul extra.
It was everything I could do to get it. You haul extra big stuff.
Well, we fill our tanks up.
Yeah.
Which we're allowed in Tennessee and Kentucky. We're allowed 88,000 on 2-lane roads. If we're coming from the farm directly to the plant, we're not supposed to be on the interstate or parkways with that.
Okay.
And anything over 88,000, we get fined from 80 on up. But I had weighed 117,590 when I went into the milk plant one time. So
all right,
we don't go through scales.
No, well, you wouldn't. We don't. A lot of times we don't have to because we're just moving the heavy stuff a short distance relatively. Like we're just not covering that much distance. But yeah, I think my I never had it on a scale, but I know what it weighs because I know what the machine weighs. I know what the truck weighs. But I think it was around 170. Maybe it was 175. It was in that ballpark.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all got a permit though, like, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah, we got permits
For
for
that.
everything. Oh yeah, we got all sorts of permits. It's just unbelievable. Like I got a book 2 inches thick, maybe 3, just full of permits. Because every jurisdiction we go in, we have
Yeah.
a permit for. So I drive on the highway, but I can also drive on every little road inside a town or a village that we operate in, so that we can do it legally. And then if we have a really weird one, like a really heavy thing, it's got to go. Like I had one going into a back road. I delivered to an ATV trail. I didn't think we were going to make it, but I had a special permit for that one, which makes sense.
You haul, is it a low boy? You pull a low
Some
boy?
people call this a low boy. Yeah, it's an RGN, or removable gooseneck. But yeah, low boy, double drop. It depends on who you're talking to, what they call them.
Has
But
it got
the
a
one where the
steer,
net
like a
comes
back? Has it got a steering back axle like thing?
No, they do exist, and we have some boosters, they call them, that'll go on the back, that'll steer. But I don't have that myself.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I'm only relatively new at doing this. So the more senior guys here have been doing it for 10 years. They take out those bigger ones. But the one I take out, so I actually run like a whole bunch of different ones, but the ones I'm running are still quite large. The loads are no wider, generally speaking. It's just, going in certain roads over certain distances. You get a permit, but they make you put extra axles on it, basically.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know. I thought I've looked into hauling that because but then you got to make sure you got your cars with you all the time, and
yeah, we don't do a ton of that, but but the company I work for does so much of it. They just have, like, they could literally ask me to do that tomorrow. Just say drive a pickup truck behind, or they might send me out and send one of the more senior guys and say, like, you're gonna do it, but the other guy's gonna be like on the radio with you, telling you what's going on, so you learn how to do it, kind of thing.
I guess Big Bad Mama left or went to chat anyway.
All right. Well, I'm sorry if I drove everybody away.
No, you didn't drive everybody away. His phone, like he has to stop. He gets off usually a couple times a day and charges his phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you can't charge it and be on it at the same time, it makes it difficult.
I don't know. He may not be like where he's at home when he's talking on it. I don't know, but
yeah, I have no idea. I've only talked to BBM a few times. Right here, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I gotta run because I gotta get my stuff
Thanks,
organized
Al.
and go talk to the shop because I'm having surgery on Monday afternoon now.
Oh my gosh!
So thank you so much. It'll be all right. Don't worry. They're just gonna fix what they couldn't fix last time. But if they make me recover for a couple of days, you may hear a whole lot more from me than you ever wanted to. I'll be sitting around at home recovering. But I want to wish you a happy birthday. I don't want to bore people with my medical issues. I want to wish you a happy birthday, and yeah, I'm glad I could stop by and say hello.
I'm glad you came by. Thanks, Al.
All right, thank you. I gotta find the thing and hang up.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do.
I lost.
Do you want me to take you down?
You kicked me off, but yeah, you kicked me off because the little app that has it on the StreamYard disappeared on me, and I can't find it.
Bam.
I've always wanted to kick somebody. Thank you, Al. Thank you very much.
That's funny.
I don't know why you didn't kick a bunch of them a while ago.
I don't know. There was only one that I wanted to kick.
I'm gonna go back and watch the rest of it. I got so mad trying to pull with my stuff that I wasn't getting to listen to it all. But I heard everybody arguing.
Yeah.
If I'd have got in there, I was gonna run them all off. I was like, my birthday,
that would have been awesome.
I'm gonna shut the hell up.
It's you know, just certain people that show up, you know, that make everything a fight. It's like they can't just have a good time and be nice, you know. Not saying Aiden, but you know, I don't know. It just seems like
What'd you say? Not saying what?
not saying Aiden
Did you say not,
or anything, but
not saying Aiden? No, I would never say it was Aiden or AJ.
Well, I mean, I've been enjoying him coming to the show and stuff. I really wish him and Brett would work out their issues, but I doubt that that's ever going to happen for some reason. But I don't know the extent of what's going on there. But you know, that's how I met Aiden, was on Brett's show. That's how I met everybody, pretty much. But
Just tell them just keep mind their manners on your channel.
Yeah. And, you know, I have the hardest
time. It was
time,
me. Like, I'm a damn troublemaker is what Speed said. Yes, Speed, you are a troublemaker. I have seen you start all kinds of shit.
He's the nicest guy ever.
I start more shit every day than you've started in your whole life, probably.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I you know, whenever somebody gets backstage, it's really hard to not let them in, you know. That's my issue. And I didn't even think about it. Like, I just let Aiden on, didn't even think about it. You know, him, Brett being there.
Well, you got to look at it this way. I just want
everybody to get along. It's like, why can't we? You know.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, Miss Maud. So you look at it, and you determine who you've already got on, and do these people get along? And is this going to turn into a dumpster fire? And sorry, today's not my day for a dumpster fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mind have either one of you on, but just not at the same time. That's what you say.
Hey, lovers, I'm back. Did you miss me?
Yes, we did.
Yep.
You guys were talking about lighting a fire or something. Did we bring marshmallows?
No, I told her she needed to be able to kick people out of her, boot people.
Well, I'll tell you what, Robin, if you ever get the tech side of issues worked out and start actually being consistent on YouTube, you've got the right personality for it. That's the way you got to do it. You got to just say,
oh, really?
Yeah, you got to tell people, hey, because if you don't, they'll walk all over you. It sucks.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, Mr. Maud's a little too nice.
She's a sweetheart.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm actually very bad, and I'm gonna make life a living hell for everyone. So just be careful.
Well, that sounds fun.
When you gonna do this?
That's a joke. Never. I'm just saying so I can validate some people's choices, you know.
Nobody believes your shit. Nobody believes that shit. Nobody's scared.
Good. So you guys are in my grasp then. No.
You got to get some clips like I got, you know, with the barking guy and all. Arr, arr. Yeah.
Yeah, she needs a soundboard. She does have a flush sound. She just loves it.
Oh, I just got a bunch of them, actually. I just put them in there. Like a lot of them, well, at least 2 of them were inspired by Aiden. It's, you know, like if you're talking too long. Oh, I need to get that music that they play. Like when you get an award, if you talk too long. Yeah.
Get a train horn.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea too. Yeah.
So what's on you two's mind? What would you like to talk to Uncle Brady about? We've done pool tables, strip club. What's next?
Strip club. What about this? The Republicans are planning to ban. One of them said they're going to ban porn. What do y'all think?
Who's talking about banning porn?
I don't know. It's not the party. It's like one of them little one of them little wing nuts from some backwards state said that he's planning on, if Trump wins, he's planning on getting porn banned in the United States.
I don't think that's going to work. And, even though I have my own personal views about what I'm going to look at and what I won't, I'm not going to tell other people how to live their life or what they can and can't do unless they're harming somebody. I don't have nothing to say.
I agree.
What was the question again?
She was wanting to know if we liked porn.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Her question was
depends.
Republicans are wanting to ban porn, and then I asked who specifically.
It's not the whole Republican Party. It was just like one little wingnut from some little old state like Idaho or somewhere around there. Or Texas. Maybe it was Texas.
Kind of ironic, isn't it, that a state that's called Idaho doesn't want to look at porn?
Yeah.
Missing Maud caught it. She caught it. Funny stuff, ain't I?
Yeah. I was thinking that we're in hoflation right now.
Oh, damn,
especially on
not
Twitch.
hoflation.
It's a hoflation. Man, Ludacris.
It says conservative lawmakers in 19 states. It says that 19 states, conservative lawmakers in 19 states want to ban porn, but they're the ones consuming the most of it, which is true. The highest, like Utah and Texas and stuff, were the highest rate of porn, consumption. And they were the ones that were wanting to ban it. And the funny part is, I mean, really, this is true too. That that everybody was when they first started up the big trans attack, when they were just attacking trans people left and right. Those two states were also the highest rate of trans porn too. Just hilarious.
Yes.
Like they were consuming the most of trans porn. It just didn't make no sense at all. But I'm trying to see which lawmakers it was.
I think, Robin, the only time I've ever given anybody advice, I used to have some friends who would come on the show and they would tell me that some of them were swingers and others like to look at porn while they were in a relationship. And I offered advice that if you're in a relationship, you probably shouldn't be looking at that kind of stuff, because your partner is going to be like, well, ain't I enough for you? What the hell are you looking at other women or guys for if, we're in a relationship kind of thing. So that's the only advice I'd give.
See, I mean, I don't even care anymore. I just gave up worrying about sex long years ago, I think. But the thing about it is I just don't believe that freedom of speech requires banning of media.
I don't believe free speech actually exists at all, Robin. I think the words are on paper, but I don't think free speech actually exists.
What? Why?
I don't believe that free speech actually exists. Oh, you want an explanation for that? What about you, Robin?
Hold on a minute. I got somebody at the door. Y'all talk for a minute.
Okay. All right. So the reason why is, do you feel like you're able to say whatever you want on the internet without getting shut down by some company that claims to be private? Do you feel like you can go out in the store and say whatever you want and not have some kind of consequences? It seems like it's not very free if you're constantly being punished for it.
Well, I definitely think that we should have rules on what people say when it comes to the government. And, being a terrorist like Alex Jones, I think he should be shut down. Like you can't be just turning people against their own government. Freedom of speech, there isn't going to be any freedom of speech at all if we do what Alex Jones wants everyone to do, which he's got a ton of people that, parrot everything he says.
So, see what I mean? I mean, just by the fact that you feel as though his words can cause aggression or violence or aggravation, just by saying that, you also do not even believe that freedom of speech is a deal. See, the whole argument they made a long time ago for this was, even if words hurt people or people are disagreeable or it hurts people's feelings, you should still be able to say what you want. But you're saying, nah, he's like a fucking terrorist. You know what I mean?
Well, you can go outside of your house and wherever you want to go and say whatever you want. But on YouTube, where you're going to have massive amounts of people listening to you and believing you, and it's a private corporation that's getting pressure from our government. Sure.
No,
Yeah,
it is
I
not
agree.
Adam Schiff. It's a Republican, Father Charles, a Republican, not a Democrat, that is trying to ban porn. And it's 19 states, and they're all red states.
It'll never happen.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised
It's
if
not
there's
Adam
some
Schiff.
Republicans out there
Adam
saying
Schiff
that.
probably loves porn.
But you know how most people think of Republicans nowadays. Republicans are nothing but speakers. They just talk, but they never actually do anything.
Like Marjorie
they say
Taylor
they're gonna
Greene?
do. Right. I think that
Taylor Greene.
even though I agree with a lot of conservative ideas, I realize Republicans are no different than liberals. They're all bullshit to me.
Well, Father Charles is a Republican. Father Charles is an old school Republican. Okay, but there is a large amount of that party right now that is not. They are not conservatives, or they're not small government Republicans. That's not what they are. They've adopted the lobbying for big oil and pushing extreme views like 6-week abortion bans and stuff like that, and just and forcing people, and and telling people who can get health care and stuff. They're not like you, Father Charles. That's not your party, and you know that. You know it. That's not who the Republican Party is or was. I was a Republican most of all my life, and these people are nothing like what I was, like most of the party was when I was growing up.
I don't understand
there's nothing small government about this party. Nothing.
I don't understand this personality here called Yahoo-ligan. Facebook no social media site lets you say everything that's on your mind, and you can't go out in public and say whatever the hell you want. Maybe if you live out in the country, you can scream out some shit at some trees, but
he lives in Canada.
I see. Well, what the hell does he know about free speech? What about the guy they got running?
That's what he's saying.
Well, they don't have free speech up there. They got some weirdo up there that's causing a lot of trouble.
Oh, he's not real. Amber, what are you doing? What's all this then? This is my birthday, Amber. And you cannot disagree with me on politics on my birthday. Wingnut mod, look, wingnut. I'm sorry, that was a better word than I wanted to use.
No, I said I wanted to be a wingnut, so I just changed it. I think it's funny.
That's what I call them, wingnuts. That's my public name that I can use out in public.
Usually it's referring to Christians, right?
No, not really just necessarily Christians, but like the real fundamentalist, condemning, Bible thumping, we're going to control everybody's lives sort of Christians. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of difference in Christians. There's some Christians that are do good. You know what I mean? They all they care about is doing good stuff for people. There's some that they believe what they believe, and you don't ever hear about them. And then there's some old nanny goat Christians that are like up in everybody's business and want to know who's sinning. We gotta stop that sinning around here, and we're gonna make some laws and keep this sinning down to the measured amount. Because somehow their existence in heaven and hell must be predicated on what I do on this planet. I don't know. They think so.
They call it the God complex or the Messiah complex.
That's what people think about Kent Hovind too. Like they got to get involved in his life, or they're going to get in trouble. It's like, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, Wingnut, he's the least dangerous person or religious person I've ever seen out there. I just see a laid back Alabamian.
Yeah.
He's nearly screw loose. Yeah, I guess it's screw loose. Yeah, like I would say our Speaker of the House is a wingnut. You know what I mean?
Are we talking about our government right now, Robin? Because I have to say they're all nuts. They're all crazy. I think they're going to blow up the world sooner
Yeah,
or
but I'm
later.
talking about what I call wingnut, like a, you know what I mean? Like it, like I said, you know, they want to pass laws. They want to pass blasphemy laws. They want to ban books because they don't want nobody reading pornographic material in a book. They don't want, you know what I mean? They're going to ban. They would love. I mean, they would love that those bunch right there. That section of the population would happily do away with the First Amendment. The second, no, they would like to make the second the First Amendment. But they would like to get away. They would like to do away with freedom of religion because they want to put Christianity at the top, and that be the state religion. And then they want to ban free speech because they don't want anybody that is allowed to talk bad about their religion, and you're not allowed to say curse words, and you're not allowed to kneel during the national anthem or nothing like that. You have to do exactly what they say, and yeah, and women probably wouldn't be allowed to talk at all, I guess, out in public. But
oh, they just say all that stuff to get votes, though. They're not ever going to put any of it into practice. It's just a bunch
there's
of
some of them that
blabbing.
do want to do that. I mean, there's always been a section of the population, no matter where it's at, though, that is that mindset. You know what I mean? Of controlling others, that they think that they have to enforce morality, their idea of morality, on other people. I mean, they think they came onto the planet with this certificate from God that said, "Here, you've been sent for to enforce my rules on all the other people." And
Oh, Charles is sitting out there saying we're a room filled with sinners. I'm not the one that brought up strip clubs there, guy.
I'm a sinner. Yeah. I love to sin.
No, when I
Yeah,
look at it, left
you're
to
right,
right,
y'all
whatever
Hogan.
it is, it's the
More free
same
than I
bird. Same bird taking a dump on all of us, Robin.
I don't know. I'm just mad. I'm just mad. I'm just really mad. And I don't even want to get into. I shouldn't even get into politics because it makes my head hurt. The way that everything's going, but I believe we are really two different nations. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I really do. I sometimes think it'd been better off if we just went ahead and stayed split with the Civil War. It just probably would have never built up what we got. You know what I mean? But we are two different nations.
I hear you there. I'm still surprised at Missing Maud. I always thought that she would think Alex Jones is funny. Gay frogs, strange water making us turn into mutants and all that. I think that's hilarious.
I do think he's funny, but people take him very seriously. And yeah, that sucks.
You're right, Miss Ma. You're right.
Well, unfortunately,
and he doesn't tell the truth.
No, he doesn't.
Are you talking about Alex Jones, the one that like terrorized those parents whose children died in that school shooting? That Alex Jones?
Well, it wasn't him that terrorized them, but he's the one that took the fall. Yeah.
Well, he's the one that told that story, though.
Yeah, well, he's not the first one.
He's the one that started that story.
No, people presenting him that story, and he was basically forced to give his opinion on it, and which kind of sucks. I never really thought about that, but yeah, I was around. I was around when that happened.
I listened to all kinds of like recordings of his show though, where they had evidence that he was saying all that stuff.
Yeah, he was saying he gave his opinion on it, but I'm saying he's not the first one that started that. Somebody came to him and gave their theory on it, which is something they heard from some other YouTuber, which I think I know who's the first person that started it, but I'm not going to say. But yeah, and he basically just gave his opinion on it, and the evidence, I guess, convinced him. So, and
Well,
he's
you
a big
remember
public
what they
figure.
showed
What
him,
evidence?
right? Miss
What was
Amadi, you remember
what was
what
the
they showed him?
evidence though?
Well, all the conspiracy evidence surrounding why people thought that didn't happen. I'm not saying
I know,
that it
but what
didn't. I'm just
evidence?
saying what happened.
Well, Robin, what they
I know,
did
but
was they showed pictures to Alex Jones stating that the kid's not if you're talking about Sandy Hook, they were claiming that the kids never actually got hit, that it was some kind of political staged prop in order to distract us from
I
something else
understand.
that
I
was going
understand
on.
what they said, but I'm trying to figure out
Well,
what evidence convinced him because I didn't
that's
see any evidence.
Because they
they
showed
I mean, there was evidence of
videos of the
dead children
parents.
and parents who were grieving.
You never seen a dead child. That's not true. And I'm not
Well,
saying that
we
it
don't
happened or
show
didn't
dead
happen. I'm
children
not
on
saying.
TV. I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
but
I'm saying you
actually,
just said that though.
well, I mean,
So
yeah, there was like at funerals and stuff. They didn't show them on TV, but I think they need to start doing that. Actually, I know it'd be hard for the parents, but I think they need to. And it's sad.
Well, that's the
I
thing.
mean,
The
think
videos
about
of the
what it would be like
parents
to be one of those parents.
was one of the biggest
Can you
things
imagine
that
being a
probably
parent
convinced him. Yes, I could,
and having
I
your
don't want. I would
child?
never want that for anyone. Look, don't come at me like that. I'm telling you what happened. I'm not saying what I think. What the hell?
She gets all feisty with me. She won't throw nobody,
sorry.
get on
No.
nobody else.
Oh, I get feisty with them too. I just don't like Mark, so I just don't want to say anything when he's around. Sorry, I didn't want
Oh,
to
was
say
any
that.
E in there too? I'm
Yeah.
not. I mean, I'm just saying I don't understand no evidence. I mean, to me, I think he was just what he did was evil, and I don't even believe in such a thing as evil, like supernatural evil. But that was pretty evil, I think.
Well,
Well,
a lot of people did believe it was staged. I didn't know enough about it to give an opinion either way, but I did know there was a lot of people at the time, and they went to Alex Jones and they babbled to him, and he felt it was important enough to throw out there, is this real? Is there any kind of evidence and all that? And because he asked for evidence of the contrary and said he'd like to see more information to prove otherwise, they took it as he was suggesting that it never happened, that kids weren't killed, and they did the whole emotional shit on him, and then he got dropped off of Twitter. And it was really odd the way he was done. Now, don't get me wrong. If somebody's full of shit or whatever, then they should be punished in some kind of way, but not the way he was done. And that caused even more conspiracy, didn't it, Miss Imad?
Father Charles, I know people believed it. I'm trying to find out why they believed it. Because they put a lot of people through a lot of torture and are still doing it because they believe it. And there's no reason they should believe it. And can you imagine being one of those parents that has went through this after your child was gunned down in a school just because these people want to make up some kind of thing because they don't want any gun laws passed? I mean, I'm a gun owner, but that's all it amounts to. It amounts to just a bunch of blah blah. I mean, I don't know. I think it was just one of the sickest things that are. It's just a complete failure of any kind of decency in our country. The way they went after those people and the way they went after every one of them. I mean, after every one of those school shootings, I can't stand to see those school shootings. And I don't say take the guns away from everybody as soon as one happens, but the very first thing everybody says is, "Oh, I figured it was about time for one," insinuating that it's not real. And can you imagine losing your child in a school shooting and people telling you that you didn't lose your child in a school shooting? I guess I would kill somebody myself. I mean, I would probably be going after people myself if they told me that. I don't know how they lived it.
I think people back then also felt like it was equally painful if it was propped up or a setup too. Imagine how parents would feel if
it's equally as painful if it's set up or so it would be as equally painful for the person who didn't know nothing about them people because it was set up as it would a parent.
Yeah, imagine thinking that your government is capable of doing something like that, willing to lie and pretend as though people died and they're actually hiding the people.
Okay,
that
okay,
these
our
people aren't really
government, our
dead.
government would lie. Yeah. No, that doesn't even seem anything or anything like losing a child. Not even close, really.
I hear you. I hear you.
I mean, I'm sure
I'm
the
just
government
saying from
lies.
their
I mean,
perspective,
I'm
it
sure
was
even the people I
important.
like in the government lie. That's what they do.
Well, that was Alex Jones' big thing, though, exposing the government and
It
their
was
lies.
absolutely real.
Yeah.
Father Charles, that's sad. That's so sad, Father Charles. That is so sad.
Now,
Right.
Miss and Maud and Robin,
Really?
you do realize I'm just talking about what people's perspectives are. I'm not saying I'm a subscriber to any of that.
Exactly. Now you know
I
how
know,
I
but
felt a second ago.
our
It's like those
perspective,
act
our
opposite
right to have a perspective on somebody else's child getting killed is kind of minimalized to enough to at least show decency and respect to those people.
But
Well,
we're
just
talking,
keep-
we're having a
My
discussion
daughter
about it.
says I have to get,
So us
huh?
answering you and we're having a discussion about it. So us answering you and telling you what happened because we were around in the conspiracy community at the time is not us saying that we feel this way. We're just telling you what happened.
Father Charles said it was real. Father Charles
Yeah,
said it was
but-
real.
Well, I don't
No
want
one's
to be a
saying it's
party
not.
pooper here, but we are talking about the same government that hasn't had any kind of issue whatsoever in bombing Syria, killing countless children. This is also the same government that allows the destruction of children on many different occasions. So
Oh, it
that's
was a
why
real
I think some
shooting.
people.
I'm sorry, Father Charles. I'm sorry.
That's why some people can be led to believe all kinds of different things at this point. It's time to reunite the X-Files cast, I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, there's some.
I've
never ran a
don't
nation
subscribe to too
before, but
many.
I imagine it's a hard job, and they
I
didn't
don't
just do it
subscribe
for
to too many
fun.
conspiracy theories, but I mean, there's probably a lot of. And I'm sorry, Father Charles. He said it was a real shooting, so I'm sorry, Father Charles.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it just seemed like that it was really very cold. When I mean, I don't want guns banned, but I don't want like that boy at the Uvalde shooting that was 18 years old that walked in his 18th birthday. He had all kinds of issues with behavioral issues up till his 18th birthday, but because he turns 18, his record is clean. His juvenile record can't be used, and so he walks in and he buys two AR-15s on credit. He never even paid for them. When he killed all them kids at Uvalde, he's still owed for the guns. They were bought on credit.
Robin, can I ask you something? If I were to suggest that at some point in time the government endorsed slavery, or even at some point in time entire states endorsed the idea of sacrificing witches by burning them at the stake,
why would you
believe
that?
Would you believe that is something that happened, or do you believe that was fake?
Oh, I believe yes. I believe the government. Yes, we did slavery.
So that's the point.
We did slavery.
The government's been
witches.
involved.
We didn't burn witches. We burnt
with
women.
A lot of really naughty, terrible things. So it's no wonder that.
Now wait a minute. I don't believe the government.
Like
the government didn't do the burning of women.
And go,
The government didn't burn women. The government didn't burn women. That was Puritans and stuff like that burnt women.
Well, you
they were
get
not
my
government
point.
people.
The leadership,
they were religious people.
Leadership at the time was involved in that.
That wasn't our government that did that. That was certain sects of religions. Like when the colonies were all different colonies, they all had their own state religion, and they didn't get along very well. Like between the religions, like the Puritans burnt a bunch of the Shakers or the Quakers or whatever, and They burnt women's what
Well,
they burnt, not witches.
the point is, though, and I think you get what I'm saying too, Miss and Mod, that the government's been responsible for a lot of shitty, hectic, gray area stuff. So when somebody says the government might have been involved in doing something like that, it's not always good just to go, well, the government's meant for good. We'll disagree with everything they say, right?
We've been responsible for a lot of good too. Tons.
Well, I agree with that too.
Hey, Brett, these people had to move home 3 or 4 times because they were harassed so bad. This is not questioning the government.
The government didn't even get involved other than to take down the shooter, or he took himself down, didn't he? I mean, they sued.
Which one?
Alex Jones. They sued him.
Alex. Yeah.
Wait, what was it? What was it? Not a criminal suit. It was a oh my goodness, a lawsuit. But what
I don't know.
I've never watched
the whole episode of his show. I cannot imagine I will ever in my life be bored enough to watch his show. Or ever.
Yeah, this was like a big, huge deal in the entire conspiracy community. I mean, Alex was the last guy to talk about it. Literally the last guy to bring it up, and he just was forced basically to give his opinion, and he took the hardest fall. So I've seen people that have broken down the videos like your head would explode if you see the stuff I've seen on it. I mean, if I can't even tell you what someone else said, I can't even imagine you.
I know one conspiracy that's real, and I never hear none of them talk about it. So
okay, what is it?
That is the one I talk about all the time on the Supreme Court. We have just gobs and gobs and gobs of paper trail of who owns the Alito and who owns Thomas and who owns Kavanaugh, and nobody talks about it except me and Senator Whitehouse. We're the only two. I want to tell Beamsy. Wait a minute, I gotta get off here. My daughter has told me I have to get off her computer, and I'm so sad. But
oh, yeah, I had to go anyway.
I know.
It's been fun. Happy birthday!
Happy
I know,
birthday.
Brett. I'm so glad you came by. Yes,
Yeah,
thank you. But I want to say hi to Beamsy. Beamsy, I wish that you could touch my butt for my birthday. And me and Beamsy always carry on. And then Ember, I love you, Ember. Father Charles, I'm sorry, I love you too. Y'all hooligan. Let's see who else is on here. Wherever Al went.
Even though Charles,
I'm sorry,
is a Christian.
Father Charles. I thought he was saying that, and I was just broke my heart. Butt touches sprawl. Hey, you don't be touching everybody's butt, Beamsy. And let's see.
Brett's like, I don't want my butt touched.
And Brett's gone. Oh, bye, Brett. Thank you for coming by.
He got scared for the butt touches. You want me to take off so you can say bye to everybody? Or?
No, you don't have to step off. I like your new person, your new
avatar.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think.
Or my name. Oh, mega butt touches for the mod.
I think the wing nut mod. I think it's good.
Yeah, I think it's cute.
I guess I'm gonna get off here, y'all. I'm gonna have to give my daughter back her computer. Mine wouldn't work today. Thank you for coming by and hanging out on my birthday. Thank you, Miss Maud. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you for having me.
I was gonna come on your show and run everybody out there. And remember to come by Kentucky Atheist Monday night. We have Matt Dillahunty.
Yeah.
There will be heavy modding going on in that chat. So we are going to be prepared for some trolls, and we're going to keep the chat cleaned out if we have to. But
well, wait, what about me though? I'm a troll with a wrench.
Yeah. And then when are you coming back on, Miss Maud? You're back on again, aren't you? or no?
Joe's supposed to do the Bible study thing once a week, so I'm just waiting on him to. And then I'm supposed to help Azzo with trivia, because I guess everybody likes the old style trivia better. So, yeah. Hopefully everything will work out.
So but Monday night we've got Matt, and then we have Aaron coming up after that too. So there will be a prize. We will be giving out something, a prize on the show with Matt and a show with Aaron. No, with Aaron. There'll be some gifts, a gift there too. So
now, what about the Seth guy? Are you guys going to give him too?
I wish. Seth Andrews.
Oh, is he like? Yeah. He don't do interviews or something.
I mean, I don't know. I can try. Seth is a really nice guy. He is. But it's, yeah, I would love to. I mean, I know Seth. I've met him, several times. But so he needed a lawnmower. But I don't. He's like pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Untouchable, kind of.
He's pretty popular. He's popular with he has a big audience, even a Christian audience. Because he's
I know, I was looking for him too.
He's the Thinking Atheist.
Yeah.
Is his channel. Thinking Atheist, which it's not him, that's an ideal. And then he has another channel it's called Tell Me Something Story. It's sort of like do you remember Paul Harvey, the rest of the stories? Like this is Paul Harvey, and that's the rest of the story or whatever. You're kind of young for that probably. I know Father Charles remembers the rest of the story, but it's sort of simple. Like Paul Harvey used to be on every Sunday, and there would be a story, and it would be kind of like it would be a story and be usually kind of strange twists and turns to it. And at the end, it would really have like a shocker or something, you know what I mean? And and that's what Paul Harvey would say. And that's the rest of the story or whatever. And they were always really cool. And he has a channel, something like that where he does shorter stories than the ones Paul used to do, but they're sort of similar in meaning and whatever. So
interesting. Well, I'm gonna let you give your daughter her computer back. Maybe I can I don't know. I probably won't. I was gonna say I should start another stream. Hopefully all the bad people will just not even notice.
I can't even I don't know. I mean, we've had such bad, but it's not raining here or storming or nothing, but I just couldn't, nothing would work. I mean, nothing. My laptop wouldn't work. My phone wouldn't work. And I don't have any idea what's going on.
That's weird. Well, I hope you get it worked out and fix it.
All right. Thank you. And bye, everybody.
Yeah. Bye. I'm going to take off.
Bye, hon.